Hey, yo, what's up? It's me, Sketchy B. Alright, so I wanted to do this thing where, like, I talk for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20, depends on the topic, but, it's just try something new. The whole purpose of this thing is just to, like, get my thoughts out, and maybe let it be a way for me to connect with others. Like, would that be with my audience or with my friends? And, like, I don't know what's going on in my life. Just basically air it out, honestly. One of the things I want to talk about is, like, loneliness, I guess. Oftentimes, like, friendships, like, dissipate, like, people drift apart, or, like, even relationships, And that one has been, like, super heavy for me the past not even couple weeks. It was, like, past several months. I thought I had something, like, really good going, but I'd like to say that I probably just moved too quickly. And, when you're so, like, into, like, your friend group or into, like, your friends or into, like, another person, you set up, like, these, like, kind of, like, expectations that, like, oh, this is gonna, like, be great, this is gonna last forever, or, like, maybe this is, like, the group of people that I'm meant to be with. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's not like that, and it shit fucking sucks, dude. I'm trying to cover my bases, like, like, do things right, like, go in order. But sometimes, like, while you think that while you think that someone else is, like, meant for you, sometimes you're not meant for that other person. Makes sense? And honestly, it really fucking hurts. It really does. Because, like I said, you set up those expectations, and then it just gets shattered so easily. And then that brings you to the next point of, like, try not to hold on to things, and, like, try not to, like, almost set yourself up. Like, go for it. Like, go for those, like, risks and stuff. But, just try it. And if it doesn't work out, accept that it's okay that it doesn't work out, And I'm trying to, like, get through that right now. That's kind of why I haven't been around lately. So it's... If you've been following my Twitter, I really haven't been drawing much. So I'm kind of, like, getting back into it again. Mostly because, like, slowly, like, getting over it. It's taking a long time, and it's really, really hard. Because honestly, I'm a lover at heart. So anytime, like, friendships and, like, relationships, like, end up falling through, it hits pretty fucking hard. Because this is also, like, around the time that a lot of my friend groups actually, like, drifted apart last year. And then now, like, a new friend group that I joined recently is also drifting apart. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is the point of, like, me going around meeting all these people? Right? Like, seriously, what's the fucking point? But I started to realize something. That just because that these people drift apart, just because they're not meant for you, just because, like, you feel like it was all pointless. It really wasn't, because you probably got something out of it. Like, whether that be, like, if it was like a negative experience, but you gained, like, the forethought for future friend groups where you're like, oh, I've seen these signs before, I shouldn't do that, or I shouldn't, like, talk to these people because, like, they're bad for me. And that's not to say that, like, all those kinds of things would, like, turn out bad. Because, like, what if you get, like, a good experience and you had, like, a really fucking great time, but there was, like, this one thing that kind of stood in the way of everything, and then it just fell apart. You could spend a lot of time, like, trying to figure out, like, oh man, like, I should have done it differently, or, like, what can I do to, like, fix this? And sometimes it really can't be fixed, because it takes two to tango, Sometimes Like, as much as you want to fix something, it's also up to the person to accept that, to forgive you, right? And honestly, like, sometimes people will straight up just not forgive you, like, ever in their life. It doesn't matter how regretful you are, or like how sad it made you that happened. The reality of the situation is that it did happen, and at some point, you can't change someone's mind. Like, you can do your best to just like be there for them, or like be like a good person and all that stuff. Like, there's no proving yourself. Like, just stay the course and be a good person as best as you can. Like, be the best you can be, kind of thing. And if they're not meant for you, then not meant for you. And that's something like I'm trying to go through. Like I said, like, I don't really get in relationships very often, but this one I was like super into. I was like, oh man, like this is gonna be great, like and it just didn't work. And something that I read before was like, what we think is intended for us now might not be what we're supposed to receive, but know that the future does intend to have something for us. And it's something I'm kind of holding on to. Call it like a little bit of some hope, like something to just keep me going. So I wanted to mention that while things happen and they don't turn out well, and whoever is like not into you anymore, you also gotta forgive yourself. Like, you're gonna have your regrets and stuff, but like, seriously, you gotta let go of it. Because if they're moving on without you, you need to move on for yourself. Forgive yourself. Just hang in there. That's something I gotta tell myself all the time too, right? Like, things aren't going your way, like oh, like you didn't get your job interview, or like a lot of people that you meet just aren't it, or you got like an F on your exam or some shit, right? Like, it's only like a really small part of your life. And was it a waste of time? I don't think so. A lot of times I really don't think it's a waste of time, because you learn a lot. You can learn a lot just from like talking to someone, just from applying for a job, or just for like failing an exam. Because in the future you're gonna know, like, oh, I shouldn't do it that way, or it's not even like necessarily being on guard. It's just like you have the forethought. Something else is like you like, a lot of people tend to like cling to the past. It's like, oh man, wasn't it great when like all of our friends were together, like doing this thing, doing that thing. It's like, and then again, they're going back to that concept of like drifting apart. It's like, I wish I could go back to that. It's like, yeah, we all do. But I think the point of this is to like look back, but appreciate it more. Like, oh, I got to meet all these great people. I had a blast. It's unfortunate it didn't work out, but I enjoyed what I had, or what was given to me. And I kind of like, I don't want to say I'm like waiting, but I'm looking for like the next experience to like hit me, like the next crew, like the next people like that I'm meant to meet. Sometimes I think like maybe I'm not meant to stick to one group for very long. I think I'm just supposed to like share like wisdom, experiences, like just try to have fun as best as I can, and understand that nothing lasts forever, so enjoy the moment. Life hits you fast, it goes quickly, and you should also take it at your own pace. There's no deadline for success. I remember someone telling me that, and I was like, fuck, like, that's so good, because it's true. And success is like based on your idea of success, not based on what other people think. Like if you see like all like my family or like all my friends are like in college and I have like kids and I have like a house and shit, it's like don't even worry about that, dude. You got your own thing going for you right now. That's okay. I think the other thing that a lot of people need to realize is that they can still do all those things and still accept themselves. You know? And I feel like that's like a really big thing. I'm trying to accept myself now. It's kind of hard because, you know, mental blocking. We, you know, quote unquote say it's hard, but reality situations that we can just freely do whatever we want, right? But we're kind of like basking in the emotion, basking in like the feelings and stuff. And another thing that I remember learning, but I'm still having a hard time putting into practice, is the concept of letting go. I really want to let go of a lot of things, but I'm still clinging to them. And was still like, I'm clinging to it for some reason. We know why. It's because you want it to happen. Like you want a lot of things, but that's not what you need. Because if you can't move on from this, how can you move forward? Like in life, you know? These are such like downer topics and like such downer advice, but it's like it's something I also kind of have to tell myself too, you know? It's like if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And it fucking sucks how much time you put into it, but you know, there's always the next one, the next day, the next minute, the next year, the next whatever. There's always something coming next. Don't lose sight. Like, keep moving forward. As much as it fucking sucks for now, it's gonna suck for now. Because you keep working at it, you're gonna find yourself somewhere better. I'm still on that journey. I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna go, or what I'm gonna do next, and all that shit. I'm just going to college. Like I just applied for a job recently. And I don't think I'm gonna pursue another relationship for a while. We'll see what happens. We'll see what life intends to throw at me. So I'm gonna leave you with some words of encouragement. I'm going through the shit. I'm pretty sure you're going through the shit. Let's go through the shit together. You got this. I got this. We're just trying our best to make our way through the world, you know? And if you're looking for that special someone, you'll find them. Just be patient. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me either. But you'll find someone who will love you for who you are, no matter what. And I think that's pretty beautiful. And on the flip side, you want to find someone that you will love to the deepest. All right. I got 20 seconds left of this. I'm probably going to flip to work in progress. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't, then okay, whatever. Like, hit the dislike button. I don't give a shit. If you liked it, hit the like button or leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I think this kind of thing can be fun for everyone. And it could be good for a lot of people. And it honestly, it's like a really, really shitty version of therapy for myself. I should probably go see an actual therapist, but you know, if you think you need to go see a therapist, go see a fucking therapist. Real talk. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.